So I technically, um, you say I got invited to do a 10-day stay for $810. I probably would have made about $750 for a 7-day vacation, a 10-day vacation, taking care of two dogs. Far as fuck, um, so I kind of would have been completely just stranded somewhere new for 10 days with two dogs. Um, Under the names of one was Ancient Name, and I just watched the Odyssey too, so that was kind of interesting too. You gotta look up what that names mean to the Odyssey. And then one was a name kind of like my last name. Interesting. The dog versions, obviously. I feel like we just would have had the same conversation of like, what do you do? And then it's interesting that an opportunity that I've been had, but finally have everything to kind of start on it. Kind of got, if it's for you, it won't ever not be for you. And there was a position that has been for me, even though they had hired new people and all of that. I liked it because it was in walking distance. I didn't like it because I felt like one of my main customers would be somebody close to me. And if that person that is close to me is always in there, then I'm practically their dealer. Or watching them get, you know, dealt to. And on my inner child, that kind of feels a little shitty. Keeping it a book, I don't really feel like cussing, so that it just feels really crappy. Apologies. It feels very maybe spiteful to my inner child to be like, yeah, like I know you always hated this that this person does, but now you're about to go and help not only them do it, but do a lot, help a lot of other people do it. And I mean, sometimes you like doing it, but like right now I don't. But sometimes I do, you know. But sometimes I like doing the other side more. I've always been a other more than the other, so it's kind of like, well, just it is what it is. I've always been into the taboo, and I feel like indulging in our pleasures is very taboo. But I feel like there's an aspect that when I'm just posted in somebody's house, just taking care of their babies, yes, it's a vibe, right? It's a complete vibe. However, I'm even more introspective, and I'm only talking to spirit at that time. This provides me an opportunity to get out of just talking to spirit and like, you want to talk to some people, you want to talk to some people having a hard time, you want to talk. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna cry because even just last night I was like, I don't really just want to be, you know, like everybody's like, do YouTube, you can do YouTube, podcast, all that shit, and yeah, stuff. And yeah, that's true, and it gets a lot of views, and you can speak to a lot of people. And don't get me wrong, because I've had my videos, and don't get me wrong, obviously I'm recording this so because I still do believe in it. It's just the aspect of one-on-one, in person, small groups, intimate settings, in person is so much more my speed, and it's just how I connect. It's just how I love to intimately, like specifically this message is for you, connect, you know? And I feel like now we're coming up on this opportunity for it. So here we are, and is it bad that I think I'm gonna like this opportunity? Like being able to connect, meet different people, have even my own vices, yes. Maybe keep her the fuck out the store, and you know, just be her deliverer, whatever the fuck. Um, Make me some consistent money, but also be able to connect with the people that is like in on and there, like needs it, you know? Um, Because sometimes it's going to talk to people on the highest of their days and on the lowest of their days. And in the in between of when they're just like, ugh, this day. You know? Or, this day. Or, it's been a day. You know? And I think that being able to look them in the eyes and be like, I got you, baby. How you doing? You good? You need anything? What you got? All right, you good? I'll see you later. You know, take care of yourself. You know? Send you some love, too. I used to feel like that was so unsacred because I felt like I was. You know how Pac says, I blame my mama for making my brother a crack baby? I'm sure he would blame himself even more if he was a crack dealer. And no, I'm not going to sell crack. Like, this ain't that. It just feels like that anytime you're in the indulgent industry, I'll say. But we've taken so much to an indulgence because we've been so scared of how we actually feel. Or like just figuring out how we feel is just such a bia. That's not like coming up. I'm excited. I get like a regular uniform, so I'm not always having to find my own outfits. It provides the creativity with like the hair and the pants and the shoe, pants, while also having the consistency of like uniform. You know, hat, no hat type ish. I'm going to get my filling done today, and I would like to start before this full moon comes up on Wednesday. And then with this, it provides me the opportunity to still completely work on my own stuff. Like, completely. And even if it's not there while I'm working on my own stuff, it gives me the ability of, like, getting in my own head, remembering and seeing how a business is ran, connecting with different people, and then, oh, boom, bop. You know, back to business, and then I leave there, and I focus on my own business. Because I am building a business to protect my purpose. That's exactly what it is. Like, I'm not building a business just to make money. Yes, do I like making money? I like experiences. I like experiences and not being told no. And I understand that right now money is, let's say, a fast pass. While my barter and trade system is like waiting in the back of the line for somebody to be like, all right, yeah, I'm down with this, you know? And I want them both. And I don't feel bad for that anymore. I used to feel so bad for that. I used to feel like money was the reason why people were selling their souls. But it wasn't the money, it was what they were told that the money can do. What they were told that the money can bring that them themselves cannot. I hope y'all heal. No, I don't want no wine this early. I have worked on drinking so much, y'all. I've always been a smoker more than a drinker, and now I'm in a position of like showing that more than I can tell that, more than I even need to. I turned 30 last 17th of July. See gang. And this is the first day that I had, well, yesterday was the first time that I had a drink. And this week was the first time that I even wanted one. I tapped into smoking. I ain't gonna lie, I did tap into smoking. I even kind of put that down. It was the vape thing, cartridge oils. Make my own oils. I want to make my own oils. Even when it comes to buddy, like I know people that do music, and I've had people that offer me chance to collab with them on their music. It's time for me to tap into that too. If I don't like the way something's produced, produce it better. Produce it up to my quality. Did I run from this job because I think I was gonna be so great at it that I'm gonna fucking love it? Or did I run from it because I made the excuse that I didn't want to be somebody's pusher man? But technically, even when I was at a different spot, I was selling drinks and smokes. So I was doing the same stuff, just in a different way. And that was cute. But I think this will kind of keep things more contained. And I'm not doing 10 jobs at once. Honestly, I think I'm gonna like it. And I know I'm gonna be great at it. Thank you.